If the problem you're experiencing with your dryer is that your timer is not advancing, the issues that surround that kind of depend on whether you have a mechanical type timer on your dryer like this one, that you set the time and as it moves through the cycle, the timer actually moves, or if you have an electronic version in which you program the cycle you want and then it basically tells you the time and it counts itself down as it's going through the cycle. So just to talk about a mechanical timer, such as this dryer has, being a mechanical timer, there's an electric motor in there that advances the timer through the cycle in increments, and the knob actually follows that pattern. So if you've set it for 40 minutes and that timer does not move while the dryer is running and drying your clothes, if it's not moving, you pretty much are going to be into looking at replacing the timer itself. Now, if you're using an automatic cycle in which you're telling it you want it to do jeans or towels or whatever, and you're setting it for more dry or less dry, that's not using a timing function. That's using a set of thermostats that start measuring the amount of moisture in your clothes, and it will decide as your clothes start to dry. The more dry they get, the more it sends power to the timer to tell it to advance and finally shut off. So if you're using the automatic cycle and the timer's not moving forward, there's a very good chance it's either the sensor bars that are inside or one of the thermostats that's supposed to tell the timer to move forward. So on your electronic dryer, it's a little bit different as far as talking about timer not advancing. This basically is a small computer with a microprocessor. So when you're selecting your time that you want your dryer to run at, it's actually using a chip with a time clock in it that is taking the time and just doing a countdown. So instead of your timer moving forward, you'll see your display changing, counting down to you're finally at the off point. If you're using an automatic selection on this one, it's using some of the same concepts as the mechanical timer. It's using a set of sensing bars for detecting the moisture in your clothes, as well as the thermostat that's turning the heater on and off, and it's actually sending an input to the timer, to the electronic timer, telling it that we're now starting to move forward in the time feature, and it will do the counting down. And on your mechanical one, where you would have set your number of minutes, this one you are able to push a button and set your various time levels, but again, it's a microprocessor that's doing the timing. There's no mechanical clock.